Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching this video on my channel, I help support the awesome bands that I feature. And today I'm here with As Within, So Without. How you guys doing today?
How you doing,
I'm
bud?
pretty good, man. How's everything?
Doing all right. I just got out of work.
Awesome. Well, it's great to have you here and be talking with you. And you want to start off and give us a little history about the band and tell us how you guys started off?
Oh, that goes really far back, kind of.
You guys are a fairly new band, right?
We've been around for about 4 years. In the past couple of years, the band has been picking up some traction. So, the collective band has been together for about 4 years now. I've been working on this band since I was 14, but the band didn't really make music and put anything out till about 4 years ago, and we've just been keeping the ball rolling.
Yeah, for just putting out music the past 4 years, I see your videos have a lot of views. And how has that happened? How have you gotten the word out so well?
A lot of hard work.
That and advertising and stuff like that.
Yeah, advertising. Especially I know a lot of people hate it, but spamming people with those messages of, hey, this is my band.
I don't do that. Doesn't happen. I don't do that.
Oh, I love doing that because it usually gets people who have never, you have Facebook friends who you've never met in real life, but same interest, stuff like that. And I love hitting them, hey, this is my band, here's the new song. And then sometimes they'll get back to me and be like, hey, this is an amazing song. And sometimes I'll get those cold calls.
And putting out awesome music too, like your new single you just dropped. It's awesome, Like the Wind. You want to tell us a little about that?
Yeah, actually, I wish Matthew was here because me and him pretty much wrote that song together. It's a really big part of our lives. That song kind of takes the story of a parent walking out on a family, and me and my brother Matthew, the singer, we grew up in a single home with our mother, and that song really hit home for us. It helped us, kind of gain some closure on the situation and kind of help us through that whole emotional process. And I give props to Matthew. Obviously, he's not here, but he wrote that whole chorus and a lot of that song that really hit home for a lot of people. And I think that song did. It came out a lot. More better. I knew it was going to be good, but it came out a lot better than I thought it was because it's a heavy topic. I didn't know how people would receive it, but I've been getting messages all day of people saying, hey, yeah, I went through the same thing. This song actually brought back some memories of what I went through and is giving me that same closure that I felt when writing the song and recording the song and everything.
Yeah, great song, musically, lyrically, and I really like the vocals too. How they're both clean and harsh, how they're combined well. I like the whole aspect of it.
I'm glad it came out well and it blended very well.
Yeah, I remember when we wrote the instrumental to that song, the very first version of it was a lot different than how the final ended up coming out. And I just remembered being worried about the instrumental because I was like, man, I don't know if I like this. And then Matthew kind of started writing lyrics and Mitchell joined in as well. And then we took the song instrumentally to the studio. And then we were just yeah, this song's going to be awesome. And a fun fact, if you don't mind, we filmed this video last month. It was very last minute that we decided to do this song as the single. And we were getting to the point where, where we were playing stuff out and we're like, oh man, we should do one more video. This should be the song. So yeah, that song will always hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, it's funny because where Luke's at right now, we filmed it at his house. So
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I want to ask.
it was a nice little setting.
I want to ask. I know the album comes out in January. Is the rest of the album as personal as this song here?
Probably, I wouldn't say as personal, but still very emotionally heavy. It does have a lot of, at least in my side of the album, it's a lot of like my life. I went through a lot of like drug abuse and a lot of just abuse in general. So there's a lot of songs on there that are about my recovery period. And like we have a song called Bloodshot out, which is kind of that was more about like the anger period of my rehabilitation. And then we have just a bunch of like a couple songs that talk about that topic, and then we have other songs who talk about more touchier subjects like just general abuse and stuff like that. And then obviously with this song we have more of a family aspect of an emotional song. With this album is kind of what we like to call a storyline, where it's pretty much this like song after song of going through the process of recovery and getting through whatever negative thing you're going through at the time. And the album really ends on like that high note of, the last couple songs are those I've made it through, like there's only good to come after this.
Yeah, so to piggyback off of what you were saying, Salvation, this album there is a lot, like Mitchell said, of kind of like, darker topics, but we try to, towards the end of the song, bring as much positivity to light as we can, because our debut record, Into Oblivion, was kind of just pretty much what the title is kind of just feeling like you're going into it and you just don't really know what's going to happen. And that album was a lot more negative on the emotion side of things. So, this time we wanted to follow that up and, show the positive side of stuff as well.
And how long were you working on this album for?
Like for almost 2 years now. What?
Well, Bloodshot. That was the first song that that was written, and I think I wrote that one like 2 weeks before we went to the studio. Yeah, so that was in like that was yeah, and that was right before the lockdown. I think that was in like February.
Yeah, so, it was literally right into the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
Wow. So what live shows? Do you have any live shows coming up?
Yeah, we just played what kind of felt like a lot. No tours or runs, but just like a lot of shows. We played like 3 or 4 last month. September we played a couple, and we played one in August, and we have another show coming up on December 10th. I wanted to say the 11th, but it's December 10th. And we're really happy with like all the shows that we've been playing, because we've been kind of hitting new areas, or like areas we haven't been to since like 2018. So
what are some bands that you'd like to share the stage with in the future?
Oh geez. Yeah, that's so hard because there's a lot of them. Right now, I'd probably want to share this, like, it would be insane to think about, but probably like bands like Crystal Lake, which are doing really well right now. Spirit Box is doing insanely well right now. Cane Hill, which is one of my like big favorites. I would love to share the stage, and I would beg Elijah Witt to come on stage, like just do a screaming piece with me. But there's a very, very long list of bands. There's even bands that I'd want to like play with again, because like we played with Secrets, who every single time we played with them has been an insanely good show. And the list, I could literally talk about how many bands I want to play with, like, for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was just saying the same thing. I'll narrow this down to 4. And I'm sure Mitchell's probably gonna not be surprised by any of these. But August Burns Red.
I did some, yeah.
August Burns Red, because they're the best band ever. I love that band. North Lane would be sick. I would definitely love to play with North Lane. Era. I bet you're not surprised about that. Yep.
I was waiting for that one.
And you know what? I'm gonna say All That Remains, because we remember that show that we played with them. I think it was in March of 2019. It was at the Palladium. Yeah, that was a cool show.
Yeah, and Math.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. If any of those bands or people are listening, hopefully you guys can make that happen.
Would be sweet.
I hope so.
Now, if people want to look you up online, find your music on social media, how do they do that?
Instagram. At Instagram, we are our account is at AWSW Band. Facebook, just As Within, So Without. Spotify, the same thing as well. YouTube, yeah, the same thing. I'm pretty sure. Am I missing anything, Mitchell?
No, I think everything besides Instagram
It's just our name,
just our full name. Off the top of my head, I don't run social medias for us. What's our Twitter? Is it AWSW Band as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Instagram and Twitter is AWSW Band, and then, iTunes, Spotify, everything else is just the full name.
Awesome. Then we got the full album
and
coming
then,
out in January.
January.
Instagram, As Within _ so.
Awesome. Well, look forward to what you guys have come up in the future, and it's great having you and talk with you, and everybody look them up.
All right, man. Hell yeah.